Year. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Drive here on this Tuesday, August 2nd, 2016. Uh, uh, can, can you believe it's August, kids? Hey, before you know it, all the kiddies will be back in school. Isn't that right, Sean? Are you going for your back to school sale? Is there a
I've
sale at
already,
Walmart?
I've already, I've already got school prepared in 20 days, so I'll be ready for it. Especially since we're getting to the busiest time of year, which will be the fall and the winter and the spring.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we're all busy in a way. I don't have a certain time of the year where I'm the most busiest, but yeah, I had a long night last night covering Monday Night Raw, and shout out to over 3,000 people that commented on my article last night for WrestleZone, so that's pretty cool. Anyways, welcome to the Sports Drive. Like I said, we're live every Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays here on ASN, where every team and fan has a voice. And we're here to have some fun, like always. We bring in positive energy to your day. Who knows? Maybe you had your head stuck up your ass. Maybe somebody cheated on you last night. Maybe you filed for divorce.
Ouch!
Maybe maybe you got fired from your job. Who knows? We're just here to lift your spirits and have a good day talking about sports, which we all love. We also bring in some comedy and some pop culture stuff into this show as well. We're not all just sports, but there's a lot of ball busting on this show. There's a lot of busting the chops,
Oh, don't I know it?
but we try to keep it professional as much as we can. We're kind of undermanned today. I don't know what's going on. I do have the Walmart boy here. I'll introduce him in a second, but Brownie's not here. Justin's not here. He's still dealing with this personal stuff. I don't know about Frank. Sean, you didn't hear anything from Frank, right?
No, I haven't heard anything from the big win. Maybe he's on his business call or something, or maybe he's campaigning for Donald Trump today.
I think Browning will be here in a couple minutes.
The owner of Kentucky Fried Chicken.
And Snowman is missing in action, so we'll see. But we do have a good show planned for you guys, even if they don't show up. So we'll have some good stuff to talk about the MLB trade deadline yesterday and all that. Um. Anyways, public service announcements. Like I said, there is some vulgar language throughout the show, thanks to the young man to my left, uh, from the West Coast during the Skippy Bayless Bash Hour. But like I said, make sure to follow us on Twitter at the sports_drive, and let's have some fun, shall we, bitches?
Mm-hmm.
As always, make sure to like this video and subscribe, by the way. And as I got the YouTube link going off on my link, I had to close that tab. Anyways, it is time once again for the Gene Honda introductions. All right, introducing first and only, we got a young man who hails from Blue Bumblebee, Idaho. Young man loves wearing his glasses. He has a daily Steve Bartman outfit on, but in Boston sports gear apparel.
Oh, God dang.
This young man, you can see him getting a personal pizza at Subway, and he also loves his haircuts at Walmart. Here he is, the Walmart boy, Drew Carey, Steve Bartman himself, Sean Man.
Yuri. Welcome, everybody, to the Sports Drive. It is August 2nd, 2016. It's 10:07 a.m. on the East Coast, 7:07 a.m. on the West, 9:07 a.m. Central Time, and it's 8:07 a.m. on the mountains. Anyway, mountain time zone. Good to see everybody here again for another episode of the Sports Drive. Hope everybody has had a good Monday evening. I did another busy day, of course, play practice. And, of course, another thing that was also good was the Red Sox did win their game last night. Mookie Betts, you're saying that he sucks. I come back and I say to Josh, before we go on the air, everybody, yeah, that's why he hit the game-winning home run last night. And the Sox won a huge game that they need, as they are in second place right now in the AL East. Need I say more? Doing good in general as we're waiting for other people to hopefully show up here. Hopefully we'll get Browning in the house. I don't know where the owner of Kentucky Fried Chicken is at. Oh, sorry, Browning. Let's see. Now we got the host of the Sports Drive. Of course, he is the leader. He is a guy who came up with a very, very good quote yesterday and was very inspirational with that. If anybody is bringing him down, of course, that's a good way to look at it. He is the fan of the White Sox. I will need the White Sox help because the Detroit Tigers I'm getting sick of already. I am. I'm getting really tired of the Detroit Tigers. He is, and of course he is too. He's a Blackhawks fan. Hockey, of course, is only 2 months away. Hard to believe. I know, hard to believe. We were just saying, Josh and I were, everybody, before we were going on the air, how fast this year has gone. It's gone so quick. I'm going to miss baseball, but we know we got football coming up, so that's with the exception of college football. He is also a Bears fan, and of course, the Bears expected to be a very, very good team this year. Of course, battling it out with Minnesota and Green Bay. I think you can rule out the Detroit Lions because we all have our views that the Lions won't be very, very good. Nice. And he is also a fan of the Chicago Bulls. Very happy that Dwayne Wade is on his favorite team, the Bulls. Of course, he knows wrestling. He says, screw politics. I have no intention of voting this year's election. He'll tell you why when we get to that segment. The host of the Sports Drive, Josh Lopez.
Year he. How are you going, you humps and bastards? It's the day before hump day, which means, oh, hey, Sally, are you ready for hump day? The weekend's almost here. Can you believe it's August? Do you get the kids' school supplies? Oh, hey, Billy, are you enjoying your baseball team? Shut up, bitch. Besides that, I'm doing great. Sean, ready to rock and roll as always. We were talking about this during the conference call today. I tallied up. Since we came here to YouTube, we've had 1,179 viewers here on the Sports Drive. So thank you guys for all the support. And also, if you guys want to interact with us during the show, you can go to the YouTube chat room into the link that we have broadcasting right now around the world. Make sure to like this video and subscribe and tell a friend. I think we pride ourselves in bringing something different to the table than most sports talk shows you see out there. Like I said, we do mix it up. It's not always sports, but at the same time, we're not shoving agendas down your throat. So I think this show's maybe for somebody like you that likes to sit back. Like Sean knows this as well as I do. One of the main purposes we do this show is to have fun, but at the same time, we want to have the vibe like I'm sitting next to Sean in his house talking about sports, or sitting in a back porch drinking beer talking about sports. You know what I mean? That's just basically what the vibe of the show is supposed to be. I know we're all in different locations, but it's just like anytime you're hanging out with your friends and talking about sports.
Indeed, indeed. For our show today, since we got the intros pretty much out of the way, I know maybe Browning will be here very, very shortly. He said he'll be here very soon. We got the opening rant today, the winners and losers in the Major League Baseball trade deadline. Of course, that'll be interesting to talk about. No interest in the election or the Olympics. Boy, I cannot wait for Josh to do that. On this day in sports history, birthday shout-out, Skip Bayless Bass Shower, the Raw Thoughts, the Trivia, which Snowman does a very, very good job with. Hopefully we will get him in here. I don't know where he's at. I have messaged people to ask if they're coming today. Again, send your thoughts and concerns to Justin Hill. He's dealing with personal issues. And lastly, the spoken word. That's our show for today. Back to the host of the Sports Drive, Josh Lopez.
All right. We're going to start with the opening rant. Sean's got a funny one today. I haven't decided what my opening rant is going to be, but Sean does have a couple ones that's going to be pretty funny for you.
Let's see. Opening rants. And I might even add the stuff from yesterday. First off, to the douchebag that almost gave me my computer a virus. Okay, yesterday I had technical difficulties, everybody. Today would have been worse because of the fact that – put that on mute – because of the fact that we were getting ready to go on, and somebody sent me this link, and I kind of chewed this guy out. Okay, his name is Ryan Moreland, and he said that some other person. Did the jerk that's sending and hacking other people's Skypes or computers Stop being a hacker. Okay, I get so tired of the fact about this. I learned about this in Introduction to Computers. When a person becomes a hacker and hacks your computer and sends you really bad profanity and viruses and stuff, you certainly are not doing yourself very well by doing it. Now, I know a long time ago, one time I was trying to send a link for Sports World Radio, and I used to work with there, and apparently people got viruses, and I got ripped in a group, and I was getting bullied really bad, and people were cursing me out and blocking me on Facebook. I was like, oh boy, here we go with that. It was pretty much awful to think about that. So when people become hackers, you better stop becoming a hacker. It's not really cool at all. And of course, anyway, another part of the opening rant, and this is why I wanted to get to this so bad until my internet fricked up and I was having trouble with this. For those people in the media that think the Indians and the Cubs are going to meet in the World Series, seriously, get a life, okay? I don't even consider the Indians to have a chance of going to the World Series. I am so sick of the fact that a few days ago, I read a story on that biased network that says since the Cavaliers won the NBA Finals this year and ending a 52-year championship drought, that since the Cavaliers won, now it's the Indians' turn. It's not going to happen. The Indians are probably going to make it to the playoffs this year, and then they're going to get knocked out in the playoffs. I don't like Cleveland sports. I dislike Cleveland sports. I don't see any way, anyhow, how the Indians are going to win the World Series. Now, I have to understand, yes, okay, you got Terry Francona as manager. I have respect for Terry Francona because of what he did with the Boston Red Sox. Being a little biased here. But I don't see it happening with the Indians. I think they're going to get knocked out. And I do remember back in 2013, the Indians played a one-game play-in game against the Tampa Bay Rays, and they absolutely got demolished. They got shut out in what was called Progressive Field, I think is what it's called. I always go by Jacobs Field. So I say to the idiots out there, stop getting ahead of yourselves. There's 2 months left in the baseball season. And for people thinking that the Cubs are the ultimate bidder to go to the World Series and that they're serious, stop that too. Okay, they haven't won any. I mean, you're looking at the fact that if those two teams match up, you're looking at a Cubs team that has not been to the World Series in 108 years. You have an Indians team that hasn't been there in 68 years. Where's my goddamn pillow so I can sleep through the entire series? I don't even see it happening. Okay, so quit getting ahead of yourselves and quit making a big deal about it. And this one also goes to the Nimrods from ESPN New York. If you honestly think that the Yankees are back in it because they made a big splash with all their trades and that they're selling, quit getting ahead of yourselves there, too. They just picked up prospects. They don't even know if they're going to make it into the big leagues. You got to remember, they're starting in the minor leagues. If they're going to make it to the major leagues, they have to realize that getting in there is a giant step. It's not easy. It's a competition to be able to get into the major leagues. I am so sick of the fact that the media thinks that the Yankees are clear winners when I'm like saying, what I said, Yankee fans, okay, quit getting ahead of yourselves, okay? Your team sucks. You barely beat the Mets last night. You honestly think that this team will be good in the upcoming years and have future Octobers? I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. What's going to happen with Mark Teixeira? Answer me that one. He's a free agent. What are you going to do with that fat-ass CC Sabathia? The guy wasn't even good last night. But Yankees suck.
Whistle me that one, Dixie boy.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even see the New York Yankees being a threat in the next couple of years. Okay, I understand they went young again. They did that for the first time in a long time because all their talent is going after old geezers who are in wheelchairs and walkers. You know,
old geezer.
Yeah, I mean, like,
can you say that again? Walkers and wheelchairs.
Yeah, old geezers on walkers and wheelchairs. You can't just tell me and say that the New York Yankees are going to be officially dominant again. Those players who went there into the Yankee farm system have to get through the minor leagues first before they can make the jump into the major leagues. They're still not a good team, and their pitching is not entirely the best. I don't consider them to be a threat over the next couple of years. I laugh at it because Because, correct me if I'm wrong, I remember after the 2013 season ended, I was happy at that time because the Red Sox had won the World Series. The Yankees then made all the moves, and they were going out. They got Ellsbury. They got a catcher, I think Brian McCann.
Yep.
They went out and got Beltran, but Ellsbury was a blow. And then they were all talking about how the Yankees were going to be dominant again. They were not dominant. They didn't even make it to the goddamn playoffs. Both the Red Sox and the Yankees were on the bench. We're at the beach watching the other teams in the playoffs. So quit with the crap saying the Yankees are back. I'll believe it when I start seeing it, but as a Red Sox fan, they'll keep sucking forever and ever. That's exactly what I want. And that's my opening rant.
I got 2 opening rants. Okay.
Okay.
First one's the sports one. First off, I'm really tired of the notion of if anything goes bad, you automatically have to rebuild. I think that's so old and play out because you see where the Brooklyn Nets are, where the Utah Jazz are, where the Colorado Rockies are, the San Diego Padres are. How many times have these teams have had to rebuild and rebuild and rebuild and rebuild and still don't have any perennial success? None. Not at all. I mean, you look at where the White Sox are at, and I have no issues with the fact they didn't traded anybody. Are you really going to tell me as a general manager you would get rid of Chris Sale and Jose Quintana? Really? Unless we're getting freaking Mike Trout or Mookie Betts or Cole Hamels or somebody else for those guys, I'm not trading Chris Sale or Quintana because there's no point. There's no return of investment. I get it. I heard the quote, "We're mired in mediocrity." I understand that, but at the same time, just because you're mired in mediocrity doesn't mean you have to become mediocre for the next 10 years. I don't get it with the Chicago sports media narratives of every time anything bad happens, we got to rebuild. Oh, we got to rebuild. That's the Chicago way. Hey, if anything bad happens, we got to rebuild. I mean, look at. I'm gonna ask a rhetorical question. You guys, and maybe you guys can answer it in the YouTube chat room. But besides the Chicago Blackhawks, which team in Chicago has been able to have perennial success after a rebuild? And don't tell me it's the Chicago Cubs, because just because you make the playoffs last year and get swept in the NLCS does not mean you're a successful team. Oh, it's a guarantee they're going to win the World Series this year. Just like Sean said, like Sean said, I'll believe it when I see it. Secondly, the Bulls have had to rebuild from the Eddie Curry, Ben Gordon days to the Derrick Rose, Joakim Noah days. No championships during that time period. I don't even have to bring up the Bears. Hey, they haven't won a championship in 30 years. So, you have a lot of cities that call themselves a city of champions. I know my city's been called the city of losers, and it's frustrating. But at the same time, there's a difference from being where the Brooklyn Nets are, where you're out every year and you're just going for draft picks, or the Philadelphia 76ers where they suck ass every year and they tank. I'm never going to support an organization if they tank. I don't care where they are. I don't care if you're stuck in limbo. I don't care if you're mired in mediocrity. I don't care, because I'd rather have a team that's 500 than a team that's 50 games under 500. Okay, I'm sick of this same narrative. If anything bad happens, we got to have a rebuild. Screw you. I'm sick of that crap.
You know what? The point is, Josh, and this is a good point as we start the opening rants, not every year is going to be perfect. Sorry for saying this, as a lifelong Red Sox fan, sorry for being biased, I'm working so hard with it. I've done better, though. I think you all would admit with that. I remember there were years when the Red Sox were bad. I remember in 2012, the team sucked that year. They had Bobby Valentine that year. The team went 69-93. They had 2 disappointing years in the last couple of years. And then the panic mode comes and saying, well, why aren't they winning? It happens. Every team is going to have their good years and their bad years. I mean, Christ, do you think every year is going to be a winning year? No, it happens. It's the nature of the game. Okay.
I just hate that people say that if you have a rebuild, it just guarantees success. No, it doesn't. Because how many
No,
times have you had number one draft picks for the 76ers and it's still the laughing stock in the Eastern Conference?
that's
Like,
what.
come on.
Yeah, I mean, that's the point. Is that okay? It's just like laugh about the stories about how okay the Yankees made their big deal yesterday. They traded. I mean, they're selling all their talent and getting rid of all their teams. And Yankee fans are celebrating and basking in the. I mean, I don't think basking is the right word. Yankee fans are celebrating and thinking that this is a major accomplishment, that they've got a bright future ahead of them, and that more championships will come. I was like going, scratch my ass with that shit. Seriously, okay. You can't just tell me right away with all the moves that they made that they are going to be a legitimate contender. Okay, I understand. Okay, props. Okay, I understand when you win a championship, you go young again. But the point is that doesn't guarantee anything. And Browning, you would agree with me about that, and so would you, Josh. And yes, welcome our good friend Browning Master. Thank you for coming, buddy. That's okay if you were a little bit late. Glad to have you here as always, even though Josh has to do the introduction, but I was just saying welcome, bud. But here you go. Josh has to do the intro. Sorry. Yeah.
Introducing from Blue Bubble Bee, Kentucky, we got a young man rocking a nice light blue T-shirt today. He's got his Meek Mill headphones. 1 second, he has some hair growing. The next, he's Mr. Clean. He owes me a bucket of biscuits and potato KFC. Yes. um, he's one of the official sponsors of SummerSlam this year in Brooklyn. Here he is, the KFC master himself, Andrew Browning.
What's going on, guys? Where's everyone else at?
Yeah, good question. Sean, ask where the snowman's at, por favor.
Yeah.
It's
All
okay,
right,
man.
I got a second part of this opening rant, and Browning will understand where I'm coming from with this. For the Nimrod that that wanted to understand why I'm not doing a review of my articles instead. No, let me rephrase that. If the Nimrod that wants to know why I'm not doing a review of Raw instead of a play-by-play of Raw, hey, dumbass, I'm doing theater of the mind. Keyword results, not WWE Raw review August 1st, 2016, dumbass. I'm doing a play-by-play of the show. I'm doing a theater of the mind. Not everybody's going to have the opportunity to watch the show live or have cable to watch it. So, dumbass, my point is to give you a visual aspect of what the show was through writing. I'm not saying I'm perfect or anything. I would hope that I'm a good writer, but
Yeah,
you have to understand there's more to doing these articles than just writing what my thoughts are. I don't want to write what my thoughts are in the segment because my opinion doesn't matter. It's subjective. I'm not gonna give out stupid match ratings like Dave Meltzer or Wade Keller. I'm not that type of guy. That's not what I do. I'm supposed to be an information source for you guys for watching the show live. That's my job. It's not easy. I got to cover a 3-hour show live with live action and live dialogue. I can't stop the show. I don't have a DVR to stop the show and listen to what everybody's saying. I try my best to proofread during the commercial breaks, but that's what I spend 2 hours after every article is done proofreading and spell checking and all that other crap. But I take a lot of pride in what I do, and for somebody to say that I write like an urban person at Walmart, first off, that's racist, and secondly, you're a jackass, because obviously you don't understand the point of the article I'm doing. Period. That's my opening rant.
I have a new opening rant, and this one's addressed towards something I just saw on CNN. Donald Trump. If you honestly think right now...
You want to say that for that segment we had earlier?
Oh, you want to save for no interest in the election? Okay, yeah. We'll save that for that one for Donald Trump. Browning, do you have an opening rant?
Uh, no, not really, not this time.
Ronnie, what was the thoughts you had on the article rant I just brought up?
Uh, I didn't get to see it, but what you do is you do everything good on there.
You do a great job, Josh. I mean, look, you have a beginning, you have a middle, and end. You keep it organized, you keep it topical. I mean, that's the key thing about being a very good journalist, and that's what they need. That's what you have to get from years of college experience if you want to have the journalism degree. And
I try to be objective. I'm not giving out match rates. I'm not giving what my thoughts are on the match. That's not my job. It's just not my job. But whatever.
You know what? Well, you be objective, which is good. I, on the other hand, used to be biased so much, but now I've gotten a lot better with it. Yeah, is it okay for me to enjoy my favorite teams I go for? Yeah, but you got to work on realizing that there's other teams we have to discuss. I mean, I just can't focus on Boston sports. It's just like Browning can't focus just on Cleveland or Philadelphia Eagles or White Sox. I mean, we realize that there's other teams that we have to discuss. And then also, wait a minute, another part of the new opening rant, yeah, Draymond Green, you still are a Nimrod. Okay, for taking a picture of a, yeah, anyway, we'll leave it like that.
Oh, you pulled the panda, right?
Well, it shows how sick our world really, really is when people do something like that. And you know what? When you take pictures,
The panda.
when you take pictures of yourself and it's kind of private, better think before you send it and realize don't send it for the whole public to see.
It's the panda.
Anyway, I suppose, Josh, if you're ready, you're the host. If you want to go to the winners and losers of the Major League Baseball trade deadline, we can talk about that.
Yeah, just give me 1 second. I'm gonna grab.
I'm gonna see if
I'm
Snowman.
gonna grab. Hold up. I'm gonna grab the article of who went where and all that good stuff. Okay. Just give me a second. With that said, though, I do want to get Browning's thoughts really quick on Randy Orton dropping Lesnar with an RKO.
Oh, that I was like, Brock Lesnar was just sitting there and playing with, them. And then Randy Orton was like, he came out of nowhere. I was like, where did Randy Orton come from?
RKO. LOL. Randy Orton RKO out of nowhere.
It's funny what Paul Heyman was like right there after he got RKO'd.
Another good part, there's also a good opening rant. Josh was just telling me, everybody, thank you all for listening to us since we do a good job with the show. What we got over 1,000 listeners right now on the YouTube channel, so
right.
Thanks for listening.
Stephanie Mills like, get him out of here.
It's slow today. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Like, the stream keeps, like, freezing on me. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I should...
Oh, no. Hopefully you're not having what I went through.
Oh, it's not like YouTube.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, give me a second. I'm going to exit out and come back in, all right?
All right, we'll keep it going here as Josh is getting his technical difficulties fixed. We'll just got some breaking news. Okay, the LA Dodgers are expected to send Yasiel Puig to the minors as that's what the agent says, that he's likely to be demoted. Yasiel Puig. Try it again. Yasiel Puig did not travel with the team to Denver after being told Monday he would be traded or demoted. 25-year-old outfielder was not dealt before Monday's non-waiver trade deadline, but the Dodgers did acquire the LA Dodgers. Oh, okay. Yeah.
I got it.
Okay.
All right. First off, we have the Mets acquiring Jay Bruce. He's going to the New York Mets for the Reds.
Can I say something?
Hold up, Sean. Let me just go over to some of the trades, and then we'll talk about the winners. So he's getting exchanged for infielder Dilson Herrera and left-handed pitcher Max Voltel. The Dodgers got Rich Hill and Josh Reddick from the Oakland A's. The A's got Frankie Montez, Grant Holmes, and Drell Cotton in exchange. Frankie Montez was a prospect for the White Sox a couple years ago, by the way.
Nice.
Who else? The Red Sox got Fernando Abad from the Minnesota Twins yesterday for exchange for Pat Light. Next. Um, the Padres acquired, no, the Marlins got Colin Ray. He's not that great in my opinion. Whatever. Um, the Texas Rangers acquired Carlos Beltran for the New York
Nice.
Yankees for exchange for Nick Green, Eric Swanson, and Dylan Tate. Just more
Jeez.
prospects. Who else? The Yankees traded Ivan Nova to the Pittsburgh Pirates, and then the other notable ones here, um, like Wade Miley from the Orioles. No, from the Mariners going to the Orioles. Sorry, Sean. Um, Andrew Miller is leaving the Yankees to go to the Cleveland Indians. The Atlanta Braves got Matt Kemp from the Padres, and then I thought Washington got a really good guy in Mark Melicon from the Pittsburgh Pirates, the
Great.
closer. So that's some of the notable trades. Who, like you said, Sean, to answer the question, who like stood out during the trade deadline?
Well, I think the first one you talk about with the New York Mets. I hard to predict right now with how the team looks. I got rid of the echo. I can hear my echo coming back. Excuse me, but I think the Mets are definitely a team that it's kind of amazing. If I look at last year's two teams that went to the fall class and the Mets, they both are not good as they were last year. The Mets made a big trade. Question is, will that make them a big team? I'm not sure. Winners probably clearly would have to be the Texas Rangers and the New York Yankees, but Texas, with them getting Carlos Beltran, I don't, it's like, look, the guy's 39 years old. He's a veteran outfielder. The question is, can he step up big when it comes to October? The Yankees, as I said, okay, they were winners yesterday, but I'm trying to say it from time after time. The Yankee fans, I'm sorry, I know I'm a Red Sox fan, that you may want to kick my tail since I know all about the Boston-New York rivalry, but it doesn't guarantee that your team is going to be considered to be back in 2017 and beyond. I mean, give me a break here, okay? The Yankees were expected to be bad this year. They were expected to not be a very good team this year. I mean, 53 and 52, they are on the brink, Josh and Browning, of having like their first losing season for the Yankees since the early 1990s. I think the last time the Yankees had a losing year was either 91 or 93, which gave the
Yankees win.
Well, they're not as good. They're not as good as they used to be. I mean, you realize it got to a point that they were going to start trading away a lot of their team, and we have a lot of uncertainty for this Yankee team. We don't know if Mark Teixeira is going to be back because he's the agent after this year. We don't know what's going to happen with CC Sabathia. We don't know what's going to end up happening with Jacoby Ellsbury. It's just I mean, the Yankees did what they needed to. Okay, I give them props. But that doesn't guarantee anything for them. It really doesn't.
No, it does not. Browning, let me ask you a question.
All right.
You are a self-proclaimed bowling master, right?
Yeah.
Oh no.
How would you consider yourself the New York Yankee of bowlers?
I would have put the New York Yankees in that, but still, I am a bowling master.
Oh, cut it out! Cut it out! Seriously.
Look at Brownie. Even knows how to use a lower third, and he puts Browning a bowling master. Sean, we need to get you working on that lower third, by the way.
Oh, jeez.
All right,
but
let's go back to baseball.
Yeah.
Winners and losers. Just rattle off some lists. I really don't have a winner or loser because it's really uncertain towards the end of the year whether those guys work out or not. For me, at least, that's my thoughts on it. But who you have for winners and losers of the trade deadline?
Well, right now, like I told you, right now the Yankees and the Rangers were definitely the winners yesterday. They did what the Yankees did what was right. The Rangers, of course, are a team that right now is the best in the American League. They really are. And when you look at the Rangers, they got Yu Darvish. I mean, a lot of people, I think, this year thought that maybe Texas was not going to maybe be the same team that they were last year, because although they ended up losing to the Toronto Blue Jays in a 5-game series, I think the Rangers, though, Josh, are kind of like a team that is just like committed, just like the Indians and the Chicago Cubs. The Rangers are a team that says, you know what? We've never in our franchise history have ever won a World Series. It's like we are on a mission this year to try to end that by bringing the first ever championship to the Lone Star State. Of course, the Astros tried 11 years ago. They lost to a very, very good White Sox team. The Rangers were the closest because this is a team that has, after all, the Rangers haven't been to the Fall Classic. Think about it, everybody. 5 years the last time they went, and that was a great World Series between the Rangers and, of course, the very experienced St. Louis Cardinals. I have to, because the Cardinals.
I didn't watch that one. I didn't watch that one because I'm really tired of the Cardinals. That was that time here where I stopped caring about baseball.
I think that what we're starting to see, though, and I mentioned this, everybody, to Josh on the conference call, if there's 2 teams that I hope do not make it, I hope it's not the Detroit Tigers. I really hope it's not the St. Louis Cardinals. I am sick of these 2 teams. We've seen them way too much over the last couple of years. Okay, the Cardinals won a World Series 5 years ago. The Tigers went to the World Series in 2012 and have been to the playoffs. But enough already. I mean, I think it's like we want new teams. And when you get new teams into Major League Baseball, it's a really cool thing when you got new teams in it. Maybe this year the surprise team could be the Miami Marlins. For the losers, Josh, very simple. I'm going to say the Baltimore Orioles were definitely a loser. You know, this is a team that was expected to maybe make a big splash yesterday, make a big trade with Buck Showalter's crew, battling it out with the Red Sox and Blue Jays in the AL East. The Yankees, I'm going to kind of still rule them out because I don't think the Yankees are strong enough to compete over the next 2 months. But the Orioles were a clear loser yesterday. And I'm going to say this, too. I still think that with the Orioles, they've been very fortunate that they're playing very, very well. However, the thing with the Orioles that I've been noticing is they are very, very weak on the road this year. If the Orioles do not make the playoffs, and if they don't, I can tell you right now that Buck Showalter will be out as Orioles manager if they fail and do not make it to the playoffs since 2014. I mean, they didn't make it last year. They didn't make it in 2013. I have to admit, Buck Showalter has been the man for the job. He turned that Orioles team around starting in, I think it was in like 2011, 2010 when he came in and took over as manager for the Orioles. He knew he had a big job with them, but Baltimore totally blew it by not making a big trade. I mean, I think you guys would agree with me. What do you think, Josh? You think the Orioles are a loser? A lot of people saying the O's were a big loser yesterday.
No. I thought they got one of the steals of the trade deadline when they got Wade Miley. And when you have a guy that can fit into that rotation staff like a 4 or 5 guy, especially during the playoffs, you're screwed. So I don't think they are losers.
Another winner I want to talk about and mention about would be the Chicago Cubs. Okay, you get Chapman. The Cubs are serious this year. Theo Epstein has gone to work. He is really, like, one of the things with the Cubs was this. Theo Epstein believed that when he left the Red Sox after the 2011 season, which ended in very frustrating disappointment. I'm like saying, I know.
Come on, Sean. The Cubs are the 27 Yankees.
Well, the Cubs are a team that knows that this is World Series or bust for them. They realize if they get it done this year, there will be riots, there will be joy, there will be happiness in the city of Chicago, and Josh will be like, good thing I won't be going anywhere if the Cubs win the World Series this year. However, I still say this. Okay, the Cubs are definitely winners, but I'm still saying if there's a few teams that can I can think of 3 teams that can knock the Cubs out of the playoffs. The Nationals, the Giants, and a team that's starting and a team that is starting to play better of late and swept the Cubs back in 2008 is the LA Dodgers. Dodgers are putting more pressure on the Giants, too. I saw that yesterday.
Don't look at the chat room.
I'll be updating ear muffins if the Cubs are in the World Series.
Ear muffins.
AJ,
but I think, but Theo
Hey, Sean, let me
But
ask
Theo
you.
Epstein. Oh, sorry.
Hey, Sean, let me bring this up. You see how calm, cool, and collected Sean is? That's going to be
Yep.
changed in 18 minutes.
Yep.
But the Cubs clearly know that this is the year they want to get it done. I mean, ever since spring training, this team has been like on a roll. They've been wanting to be the team that wants
Oh,
to
God.
finally end the
It's
Billy
not
Goat
happening, bro.
to end the Billy Goat curse, but I don't see it happening. The Giant. I see the Cubs getting knocked out maybe the first round of the playoffs, and the Cubs have got concerns with their pitching. And when they ended the first half on a bad note, I think Cub fans again. Remember, Cub fans were like, "Oh no,
I think,
we got to the All-Star break. We're in panic mode here."
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, we gotta move on soon because we gotta get to honesty and all that other crap. I'm just gonna say this out front. I have no interest in the election this year, and B, I can give a flying fig newton about the Olympics this year. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Both of those events surely bore me to death. Besides Team
Oh.
USA basketball. If it's not Team USA basketball, then I'm not watching the Olympics.
Well, come on.
Period.
We got track, and we got swimming, and we got
Those are
boxing, and we
activities.
got
They're not
soccer.
sports.
Well, this is the Summer Olympics coming up on
I
August.
know what it is.
Yeah,
They're not even talking about the competition. They're talking about some stupid disease in Brazil.
I'm kidding. But
And secondly, the election, you got two candidates that are full of their own shit. First off, Donald Trump doesn't believe the words that are coming out of his own mouth. When you have a guy that's involved with the gun issues that we have in this country, you know that he should not be the president. And secondly, Hillary, I don't know. I try to give it a chance. I try to listen to both speeches without just making blanket statements. You know, that's the issue with today's society. People just already jump in the gun and assume how people are without even giving them a chance of trying to get to know them. I try to watch both. I watched both speeches, and honestly, does Hillary make good points? Yes, but yeah, even then she has a bad and shady record too. So both of them are nimrods, and then seriously, this is the best the America can come up with as candidates to take over a guy like Barack Obama, who's actually helped this country get into a better position than it was 8 years ago, thanks to that Nimrod George Bush.
You mean
This is the best we could come up with?
you mean President Dumbass Bush? And I know
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I mean, for all you Bush supporters, okay, you can get pissed at me all you want because look, I tell you this. Hillary Clinton made very, very good points at the convention last week. And she did say at that convention that Barack Obama and Joe Biden did not get enough credit for what they did. They got us through difficult times. We got through the worst recession since the Great Depression, the Great Recession. That was all because President Bush sat on his ass while everybody else was losing jobs and losing their homes and losing everything and pretty much having to live in tents or live in the streets. I have to say this too. It was very, very sad 8 years ago. 8 years ago, our backs, like Mark Cuban said, and he had a very good point. He goes, 8 years ago, our backs were against the wall. We were going through one of the worst economic disasters since the Great Depression. And I totally agree with him. Actually, it was like an interview he had actually in 2012 or 2013, Mark Cuban did. And Mark Cuban, give you props there, bud, if you're listening. You're back in Hillary Clinton. You endorsed her, which is a good thing because I know that Cuban and Trump, I don't think necessarily get along very well, but Mark Cuban says that he's campaigning very, very hard for Hillary Clinton. Hillary's got my vote because I am a Democrat. I am everybody, and she made very, very good points about how she can get to the issues. Donald Trump, you're a fluke and a baby. You're all of a sudden complaining about the presidential debates. Hey, jerk and Nimrod, you got to realize and understand, Donald Trump, that the debates are critical. Everybody needs to realize and understand very, very well who they want to vote for. If you can't handle the debates or you're saying the election is rigged, you're already costing yourself the presidency right now. Hillary is already leading in a lot of the polls. Yeah, America already is good again. So I'm like, and you know what? And then you're saying Obama was never born in America like a couple of years ago. I'm like, you know what, Trump, you're full of crap. And when you lose the election, let me tell you something that's going to be funny, is that then you're going to be like, oh, I lost the election, but I'll be like Mitt Romney. I'll have my billions of dollars. I mean, you people can disagree with me or agree with me, and all you want. If you can agree with me, fine. You can understand that, it would be great, because 8 years ago we elected from Illinois the first ever African American as president. 8 years later, the Democrats were possibly close to seeing history by seeing the first ever female being elected as president. And Hillary's got my vote. She really does. She's got ideas. She really addressed all of it at the convention. And if Trump can't handle complaining about the debates and doesn't want to do the debates, I mean, that's pretty sad, Donald Trump. I mean, that's pretty sad about how yeah. And then you're saying this election is rigged.
Hey, let me ask Brownie something. Brownie Master.
Yeah.
Do you have any interest in the Olympics this year?
I mean, I watched some of it. I mean, just I guess the USA basketball thing, but that's probably it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Soccer and tennis and some of the swimming stuff is okay, I guess. But literally, though, like I feel at times, for me, the Olympics are entertainment for people at retirement homes. That's my thought. I think the Olympics are super boring at times. I think soccer is boring. I think tennis is boring. I think golf is boring. Oh, Sean's gonna be surprised by that.
The first time I watched the Olympics was 9 years old. That was when they had the Summer Olympic Games down in Atlanta, Georgia, and that was good. At least it felt bad about a bombing that happened there, but in Atlanta. But good thing that everything was okay and nothing really serious happened. But that was the first time I watched the Olympics, so I look forward to it. I wish our country very, very well. Hopefully, we'll see a lot of gold medals won. Good luck to the U.S. men's basketball team and U.S. women's basketball and everybody else competing in the Olympics. I usually do try to follow it to see how well our country does against all the other, and good luck to all the other countries out there competing with the United States in Rio de Janeiro. And the beginning of the Olympics is August 5th, by the way, which is Friday. Friday night.
Don't forget, Kurt Angle won the Olympic gold medal with a broken freaking neck.
It's true.
In Atlanta.
And the late great Muhammad Ali was also a guy that won. I think he won the gold medal in 1960. I think that was the 1960 Summer Olympics. So it should be something I look forward to. But yeah, but the election, yes, I think. I agree with you, Josh. I think, though, that there are a lot of for the American public, I agree that there are a lot of people that probably don't want to really follow the election a lot, because I agree, though, too, with what you're saying, that none of the candidates are very, very bright. I think with Hillary, though, it's an issue of trust. I mean, that's the other issue. And with Trump, there's just he talks out of his ass. He really does.
Yes.
And yes, I am voting Democrat this year. I hope that the Democratic Party wins, because we have Trump in there. I think our future is very, very bad for this country. I think our future is bad regardless of what happens, because I was talking about this yesterday when I was coming home from a meeting with transportation with a good friend of mine, and she was saying, I said, you know what? Right now, 15 years after 9/11, I don't see our country in very good shape right now. And Justin was saying, how can you say that? Our country is. I said, Justin, look at what we've got going on right now. Our country is in trouble right now. We're at war with the police. We're seeing police officers getting murdered. We saw the worst mass shooting a few months ago in U.S. history with Orlando. I mean, this is a sports show. But no, I'm not very confident in our country. I'm not very thrilled with it. I hope we don't get attacked again, but I think a lot of Americans still feel we could get attacked, and it could be worse than 9/11, because times are real bad right now, and I hope it gets better, but I don't know. A lot of things can happen between now and Election Day, November 8th.
All right, let's move on here.
Yeah.
On this day, 1990, Frank Thomas made his debut at Comiskey Park, his Major League debut. On this day, 1921, 8 players were acquitted of throwing the 1919 World Series. On the same 1938, bright yellow baseballs were used in the Major League Baseball game between the Brooklyn Dodgers and the St. Louis Cardinals. Who cares? On this day, 2012, Michael Phelps won his 16th gold medal when he won the 200-meter individual melody. Individual medley. There you go. With the victory, he became the first male swimmer to win the same event in 3 consecutive Olympics. Birthday shoutouts. Skylar Diggins from the WNBA. For some reason, Sean despises the WNBA.
It's not my thing. It's not my thing.
She turned 26. This is interesting. We're all older than Kristaps Porzingis.
What?
He turned
We have
21
breaking
today.
news, too.
We'll get to that after the birthday shoutouts. Happy birthday to one of Justin's favorite receivers, Golden Tate. I think he's average at best. He turned 28. Happy birthday to here we go. Kevin Smith. I like a lot of his movies. Jay and Silent Bob and Mallrats. That was a lot of my favorite movies. He turned 46 today. One of my childhood crushes, Mary Louise Parker. She turned 52 today. Nick Diaz, MMA fighter, turned 33. Sean, you'll like this one. Today's birthday goes to Archie Bunker. He would have been, let's see, he would have been
Carol O'Connor?
Yeah, Carol O'Connor. He would have been 102. No, you'd be. What is 2016 minus 1924?
That would have been
98 years old.
62, 50, 54 to the 62, 72 from 44.
1924.
1924. It would have been, it would have been 92.
Yeah, Carol O'Connor would have been 92 today. Who else? What other birthday shoutouts we could give out today, you rat bastards?
I could say this one. Happy birthday tomorrow, even though we don't do our show for tomorrow, but I guess I can do this. Happy birthday tomorrow to Jay North. Jay North, of course, was in the very famous show called Dennis the Menace. It was a very funny show, and he plays the mischievous little boy who tries to help people out, but then he gets himself in mischief. Happy birthday to Jay North tomorrow.
All right, what's your breaking news, you rat
All right, this one comes out of Josh's favorite team, the AFC. Joe Flacco got into a fight, a rookie face at a camp fight. Don't mess with Joe Flacco. That's what he said, guys. Baltimore Ravens rookie linebacker Camelia Carella learned the hard way after getting in a scuffle with veteran receiver Mike Wallace.
What a Nimrod.
After Carrera got into a fight with tight end Dennis Pitta at training camp, the rookie linebacker took a shot at Wallace, causing Flacco to come sprinting up to Carrella's face, according to ESPN's Jamison Hensley. The rookie backed down after seeing whose skin he got under, which Flacco joked about later. She goes, quote, "I'm protected. I can say whatever I want because I got a whole army coming behind me." That's what Flacco told reporters. Quote, "It wasn't nice, but like I said, I really didn't have to be scared. He was too smart. I challenged him, seeing if he was willing to come after me a little bit, and he made the right decision, I think." Flacco also joked about Pitta's fight after the tight end, who is returning from a major hip injury, broke his finger in the scuffle with Carrera. And Flacco go, quote, "He got his little baby injury that he always gets in camp and gets himself out of a week in camp," Flacco told Hensley. That's better than breaking his hip, though. So Pitta is expected to miss a few days with the injury. So a little bit of a fight at training camp in Baltimore Ravens headquarters.
Like you gotta be an idiot if you get yourself in a fight at training camp. You're supposed to show an opportunity for yourself to get a job on a football team, and you're a rookie and you're getting into fights.
Josh, I can understand if Josh was coach of the Ravens or a coordinator for the Ravens, you'd be like, break it up!
Get it
Go run
chopping.
20 miles. Go run some
Get it
small laps.
chopping. Get it
Yeah.
chopping. Oh man,
How you
you
would
got
handle that if
a
you, I
lot. A
wonder how
lot.
you would handle that if you were
Hold up,
coach.
hold up, Sean. A lot of people don't know that I actually played football a lot in high school, and we had this thing.
Mhm.
Whenever anybody made mistakes, we had to do like high knees, like running high knees, and then fall down and take bumps. So they call them you, the regular term is called up downs, but we call them get it chopping. So
Mhm.
we had to get our knees chopping up in the air, then fall down and get back up. Get it chopping! Oh, by the way, I have something for you.
Oh. Oh no! It's a goddamn panda alert! Oh no!
This is Sean right now. Or this.
Oh gosh! What
And
the
everyone
hell
else
is this
out there.
panda? What the hell is this panda alert? I can't wait to hear this. Oh, I can use that to go to sleep. Yes.
Waste of time.
The 60 minutes thing. Anyways, here we go. Panda was found walking out of a Dairy Queen in Hebron with the largest container of ice cream known to man.
Jeez.
What's the matter with having a little bit of ice cream? It's summer for crying out loud! Wow! Oh, jeez. Going back to Flacco before we get to our bash hour, I can remember. I have to say this: when I was in middle school and played football, if we had to make a mistake, we had to run maybe either 9 or 10 laps up and down a hill. It was bad. We had to go up and down a hill, and we had to, or like if we made the mess of a locker room or missed an assignment, go run 20 or 10 laps up and down a hill. Oh, it was tiring. It just hurt. Boom, all back and forth, back and forth. I hated that. That was at a park that we were at.
Browning, you know what to say, right?
That's terrible.
There you go.
That is terrible.
Sean, do you have the Skippy song with you, my friend?
Yes, and hold on just a minute.
Wonder where everyone else is at.
What? What?
What?
What?
Cut it out with your whats. I hear that already.
Hey, don't hit me with that.
Not just yet. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have reached the top of the hour, which means we know that when it comes to the second hour, there is some comedy, there is some ambulances and police cars that
And rage.
Oh, Jesus, and ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'll handle the shocks today. It is the Skippy Bayless Bash Hour Comedy Hour.
It is time for the Skippy Bayless Bash. Skip Bayless talks crap all day long. And now, it is our turn. We all know Bayless is a moron, but now...
The real stars fight back. One more time before we have to leave today because we won't be here tomorrow.
It is time for the Skippy Bayless Bash. Skip Bayless talks crap all day long, and now it is our turn. We all know Bayless is a moron, but now...
The real stars fight back because I always leave that other part out because we know that Josh and I can't stand that toward the ending. I'm so glad we left Jock Journal when we did. Anyway, Josh, the biggest question is how many mice do we have today? And good Lord, I can hardly wait.
Browning.
Yeah.
We have a WrestleMania Levi Stadium version of my quotes.
Oh no.
Tell Sean the number, please.
Levi Stadium. 24.
And next.
Let me guess, 23.
Closer.
Nope.
Lower or higher?
Higher.
27.
And higher.
29.
Higher.
32.
Closer.
33.
No.
31.
There you go.
Oh,
31
points. Oh no!
I just gotta say, this is one of my favorite parts of my day when we do the sports drive, because I can bring in my comedy, even though some people in my family feel like I don't have a personality. But at the same time, I get to see Sean rage to the fullest extent. And it's great comedy.
You want me to do shots or is Sean gonna do it?
I'm telling you, give me strength.
You know what? We'll let both of you guys do shocks.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? Actually, Browning has never done it, so let him do the shocks.
All right,
all
Brownie,
of them.
you'll do the shock.
Because I'm sure Browning is going to be wanting to sit back and laugh at everything that is Boston related.
All
right,
go.
Let me make sure I highlight this so I can see Sean throw the pillows and all that. Make sure you clear off your camera a little bit so it's not blurry, so we can see you like snap.
It's Tim.
What?
That was so funny last night.
Yeah, I hope that's better.
All right, here we go. Skip Bale said to mine.
He's good, yeah. There we go.
Why Boston Red Sox were the losers in the MLB trade deadline this week?
Oh shit, Skip Bayless! Good! I understand that they did not.
I understand.
I understand that probably they didn't do well. I wanted them to make a big trade. Doesn't take rocket science to figure that out, you stupid, lousy little Nimrod. Gosh, you know what? One of these days, you old geezer, Skip, I really want to kick you in the goddamn shins and really talk some goddamn sense into you, because you need it! Next!
We already got Sean grunting and he's taking his glasses. This is great.
Blood pressure situation will be splat.
Oh God! Don't remind everybody where you're getting your haircut today.
Oh come on! Look at that. Yeah, see, Walmart. There you go.
Yeah, that's a mop. Anyways.
Oh.
Skip Bale said to my.
I do better, Frank.
He does. I'm telling you, he does.
My Boston Celtics will lose 60 games this season. Oh no.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh. So excited.
Good. You know something, Skip Bayless? So happens that if they have a winning record, that'll be great. But I know something else. Coming from me as an honest, patriotic American, that I will not be watching don't roll your eyes and shake your head there, Browning. I have a confession I have to make, and that is I will not be spending my time watching the NBA this year, because I know one thing. It's all LeBron related. And everybody kisses up to LeBron and wants to see LeBron win when he should not have won those 3 championships. He should have lost those 3 championships. And the Celtics did get screwed a bunch of times during the runs that they had, even when they had the big 3.
Oh man! All right, here's another one. Skippy Bale said that Julian Edelman is not a top 10 wide receiver in the NFL.
Dang!
Good thing his parents are not home.
Yeah, really.
Hey, Sean, I think you'll admit, though, this is great therapy. You let your anger out during the bath shower.
Well, you know what? Julian Edelman is a great receiver. He's in the top 10 list.
He's a decent receiver. He's a
He
decent receiver.
He got the game-winning touchdown against the Seahawks. Come on, what's
Okay,
up with that?
big deal. Musha Muhammad caught a touchdown in the Super Bowl. That doesn't mean he's great.
Oh no, Justin is here. It's not America that's coming up with it's okay. That's the stupidest excuse. And then Sean will be wearing a Larry Bird shirt show and talking. Bull crap, Justin.
Hey, Sean, let me ask you a question. How many do you wear any outfits besides Boston sports gear?
I wear. Let's see. I wear stuff that goes to meetings. And you know what, Justin? I will not be wearing Celtic gear because I am not watching a soft era of the NBA. Rod.
That's the Hey, I'm gonna steal a page. I'm gonna steal a page from Joe Biden. That's a bunch of malarkey.
From Vice President Biden?
Yes. That's a bunch of malarkey. That's terrible.
Justin, you're full of shit. That's what I'm going to say. You're full of shit.
It's a Christmas goose.
Yeah.
On the YouTube page.
Sit there and type behind your computer or phone. I'm going to say it, though, too. I will not be watching it because the NBA is a soft, sad era. I will not be having my green and white out. By the time the fall comes out, I will have Bruins and Patriots.
What?
And the Red Sox will be in October. If not, the stuff will be put away if they don't win it.
No, you're gonna put your red stuff away after this weekend.
Yep.
They won the game against Seattle. What the heck's the matter with you? They're playing better. I mean, come on.
They got to play the Dodgers this weekend too. Don't forget.
Oh yeah, well, the Red Sox do play the Dodgers pretty well, and I'll be ready to watch that. We're all the Hollywood celebrities. Hopefully, Matt.
Talk about a irrelevant, boring interleague series.
Well, come on, Josh. This is interleague play. It's a weekly thing here. We got
It's a waste of time.
Next.
I rather listen to freaking Hillary Clinton have a speech than watch the Red Sox versus the Dodgers. All right.
Two out of 3 years ago against them in Dodger Stadium. Hopefully they'll do it again.
What?
Because, well, actually, before we go on,
What?
because if that happens, I can give my Uncle Dave a bad time. Cause he is a Dodgers fan. My Uncle Dave is a Dodgers fan.
What?
And he says, shut up with the what's already. Good grief. Can't even get a goddamn sentence out. You guys are, what? Oh, my goodness.
Go ahead.
My Uncle Dave is a Dodgers fan. He's always been a Dodgers fan. He always talked about, you got to go for a team with class, John Ross. You can't be going for losers.
Ross.
Boston. Yeah, you can't be going for losers. That's my middle name. You can't be going for losers from Boston. And I'm like going, I'll go for whoever I want. Dave.
I don't have people go around and call me, oh, Joshua Adam.
The family calls me Sean Ross. That's all right. But no, I'll be ready to stick it to my Uncle Dave if the Red Sox can beat the Dodgers this weekend. We only agree on one team and one team only that he and I, a lot of the family does. And, of course, yes, that is the Celtics. But I'm not going to be watching the Celtics this year because the NBA is so stupid and boring. It's a soft era. Next!
And don't forget the Vikings.
I'm not a Vikings or a Twins fan. Cut this out. Oh.
What?
Of course, the Twins did pound the Indians last night. That was pretty funny. They're beating all the best teams of late.
What?
Would you stop it with the what? Boy, I maybe have to talk some therapy into you guys. Next!
All right, this one's for Browning, all right? Here you go. Oh, great. Skippy Bill said that no fan in Philadelphia should go to any Eagles games this year.
Oh, yeah, what? Every Eagles game is going to be an empty stadium with no... Just like I predicted, a 3-13 season a long time ago.
RKO you right now, Skip.
Oh, he's going to RKO Skip.
Hey, a 3-13 Eagles season, and then Browning, I'll send you a bunch of Eagles Kleenex your way up in the Kentucky Fried Chicken or Bluegrass state of Kentucky.
I'm poop a lot. Whatever. But anyway.
Poor
Boo.
But maybe no patience to be at the Patriots.
Hey, bite your tongue.
Sean, see, you do this to yourself. I talked about this during the conference call. I say one thing to Browning, and you edge him on.
Hey, it's all in fun here, folks.
I know.
Everybody crap all the time about my teams. What the heck?
They deserve crap. Anyways, next Boston quote. I feel like I'm in Boston. Had to buy a ridiculous amount of money for a little slice of pizza and a drink. Jesus Christ.
What are you talking about? And then I'm wearing this right here. And then look at there. There's my nice profile picture right there.
Yeah, the Milwaukee Museum.
That is not a museum. This is my shrine.
No, I'm not talking about your shrine. I'm talking about the city.
Oh, cut that out.
All right, here we
go. Last year. Yeah?
Good Wilson and my. My Boston Red Sox should trade David Price to the Baltimore Orioles.
Ooh.
And who in the blue heck are we going to get for Price? Oh, goodness.
Whoa.
Please.
Hey, Vince McMahon, we may need to get Sean a contract.
What do you say last night?
And who the heck are we going to get from the Orioles? Oh, cash and money and prospects? No, you'd have to give us something really big.
What about draft picks, though?
The heck with draft picks? It would have to be something really good between both sides. And
The
besides, they're not going to
$204 million man.
They paid $217 million for David Price, and I don't think they have
That's
any
a waste of money.
intention. It was not a waste of money. They wanted to go out for
David Price is not worth over $200 million. I'm sorry.
Dang well it is. Come on, it wasn't bad against the Angels.
That just shows how incompetent Dave Dombrowski is.
Oh.
Hey, Dombrowski was smart with the fact that he didn't make
Hey, you were ripping him a week ago. Don't give me that crap.
Yeah.
Hey, I can understand maybe a little bit of something here, which is he probably realizes he didn't want to give up the farm system or prospects here.
That's an excuse.
That's not an excuse. That's a fact. That's a simple, basic fact.
Okay. Here's another fact. This is another quote from Skippy. Skippy Bale said that he'll have the best show on Fox of all time.
Well, I do seem to remember that Justin sent us an article that Skip Bayless has a picture of him on Fox. How about that, Josh? Yeah, I mean, now you can watch Skip Bayless on Fox and figure out what he has to say there.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Oh, how about this one? Stay off the weed.
Snowman is in here.
Or we can do like this. Damn.
Down. All right, here we go. Here's another one for Brownie. Here we go.
Oh, man.
Skippy Bale said that my Philadelphia Eagles should sign Ricky Williams as a running backs coach.
Oh, did the phone go off that the Eagles are going to get Ricky Williams? Browning's reaction is priceless. He just looked at me and he shook his head. That was classic. Oh my gosh, that was classic. Josh is in tears laughing, and I thought the phone went off that the Eagles actually called and said, "Hey, Browning, we just signed Ricky Williams as a running back coach." What?
Maybe that was a phone for Skip Bell that said the Patriots are going to be bad this year.
Oh. I asked for it. What goes around comes around. That's okay. That's all right. That's okay. All right. All right. That is awful. Wow. That is just really awful. Yeah. Yeah, the Eagles can have Tim Tebow and Ricky Williams and hire all these former players, but you know it's going to be so sad because there's going to be no fans in the stadium watching them, as according to one of Skippy's quotes. Josh is here, he can't help him. He can't contain his laughter. And Justin's probably just sitting there shaking his head still. He's saying, "That's the dumbest excuse or the stupidest excuse I ever heard. John will be wearing a Larry Bird t-shirt."
I saw Browning's first facial reaction towards Sean after he made that statement, and I haven't been able to stop laughing since. That was gold.
That was awesome. He puts himself on mute, then he hears what I say, then he looks right he looks right back after me.
Well, they want you on here before me, so that's why.
Oh, man. All right, well, obviously we have some people missing in action today, but we're having a fun show with or without them, period.
Yeah, we bring the comedy to this show. There's no doubt about that. Hubba, yeah.
Hubba. All right, this one's for you, Sean. You ready?
Yeah?
Skippy Bayless said that John F. Kennedy is the most overrated president of all time. Oh, no.
Whoa.
Oh, that's crossing the line there.
Don't ever talk about my idol like that, Skip Bayless.
I think you may want to do some more after that.
I would do like that. Punch you in the frickin' nose, you prick. That guy did more for this country than any other president. He got us through. Okay, I agree, and you all can say, well, what about the affair, Sean? He had an affair with Marilyn Monroe, an affair with Judith Campbell. Right? You know what? Sam
Beardsley.
Yeah. Like, you can hit me all you want with that, but you'll never change my view of my idol. That guy was my idol. The guy was my hero. I have enjoyed the Kennedy family. And Skip Bayless, let me tell you something. Actually, why don't you start being a little bit respectful about what the family did, and be understanding that the family has gone through so much more tragedy than what your family has dealt with. Let's see. Joe Jr. died in a plane crash in 1944. Kathleen Kennedy died in a 1948 plane crash. I mean, what, Skip Bayless? Are you going to think it's funny that the Kennedys were shot and murdered, then you had people dying in plane crashes? Go fuck yourself, Skip Bayless. You're the biggest dumb idiot I've ever heard of in my life. And if I ever see you on a street and I meet you, I'm going to really, really ding you hard about that. Kennedy did more for the country. He did the space program. He overcame the Bay of Pigs, which was really, really a bad circumstance, and at least he accepted blame for the whole Bay of Pigs fiasco. He also prevented the country from nuclear war, you dumb fool, you dumb idiot. You wouldn't know because you what? Oh, you were 11 years old. You were probably sucking your thumbs when the whole country was going through a real tough time with the civil rights and with the Cuban Missile Crisis, dumb craphead. So next time, think before you speak, you dumb jerk. Maybe I had to go get an item up for bid to put duct tape over your mouth, or actually maybe or try to have somebody maybe punch you and knock sense into you. That's about the stupidest comment I've ever heard of in my life, Skip Bayless. Don't ever talk about my hero. Don't ever talk about don't ever talk about my hero like that, because John Kennedy was one great president. He still is one of the most popular presidents.
No comments from Justin? No, nothing from the peanut gallery?
Nothing from the peanut gallery from Justin. But Skip Bayless, you know what? You're overrated, you punk. Next time, watch what you say about politics or politicians. What a dork.
All right, here we go. Well, we got another quote for Browning, so it's going to be funny, his reaction this time. All right, here we go. Sean, don't edge him on, though. No, okay, you could if you want to. Skippy Bayless said that my Philadelphia Eagles should sign Mark Trestman as a head coach.
Yeah, Yeah, another head coach, and then you got Ricky Williams as a running back coach there, Browning, and then you've got a quarterback coach in Tim Tebow. Apparently, maybe this is why they'll improve with these signings. If they don't, they'll have a 3-13 team, and then I'll be waiting for your facial expression, Browning.
Those all three should go to the Patriots.
Oh,
wow, I cannot believe I just heard that. Yeah, sure. Anytime I edge them on, I know a Patriots thing is fired directly back at
Period.
me.
I could go for a Bruins joke, but they're already a joke, so it
Hey!
would be a waste of time.
Make believe I didn't hear that. You saw the shrine, you saw the Bruins and the flag and the Bob Orr and all the other Bruin greats. Come on.
I want to see some rage. I want to see you throw your hat and punch the pillows after this next quote.
Oh boy.
There you go.
That Kennedy quote. That was horrible.
Skippy Bayless said that Corey Dillon is the most overrated running back of all time. He makes a good point there, though.
Yeah. Watch it too.
Damn. Obviously, right with your left hand.
Well, Corey Dillon, in my view, is not the most overrated running back. If you remember, he was a part of the '04 New England Patriots. They won the Super Bowl. They won the Super Bowl against the. Cut it out, Browning. I hate to bring back bad memories about what happened for you as an Eagles fan, but they did beat the Philadelphia Eagles in February of '05. You remember
What?
that? Would you two stop that?
What? No, I'm kidding. Oh, this one's for me. I might go be turning my camera off and going off in the chat room. So, here we go. Skippy Bale said that Jerry Reinsdorf should get rid of the Chicago White Sox.
Oh, ouch! That's cold. That's cold. So Browning, I think maybe you're going to put yourself on mute too. Even though, you see, you should get rid of that White Sox logo. Oh, Josh! You should put yourself in a cast. All right. Oh, you really got Josh Earth now. Oh, man. Browning is fed up. Browning just took his headset off, so I guess I'm the only one here for the time being. And Josh is really... Oh, he has to go back. Skip, you are as dumb as... Hey, Josh, leave Robert Kraft out of the situation. I have a lot of respect for Bob Kraft, the owner of the Patriots, the chairman and owner, and the Kraft family. I cannot believe I heard him say that. That's pretty sad to say that he would bring Robert Kraft into the whole situation. Skip is just flat out dumb. Skippy, the Sox are filled with class and tradition, unlike the Yankees that are shoved down our throat. I can agree with that because, oh yeah, everybody has mentioned, oh, the Yankees have won 27 championships. Big stinking deal. Doesn't matter. The Yankees still suck. And they'll always suck. Skippy, you are nothing more than a sports hooker, period.
Alright, there you go. I'm done. Sorry, guys. For some reason, I'm not allowed to yell or rage in the house. So,
I'm sure, though, that Josh realizes if he took Skip Bayless on in a cage match, in a wrestling match, Josh would dethrone him easily. My money would...
Hey, hold on, but what if I had to write out the match, but somebody will complain about it because I'm not doing a review of it?
Let them think what they want.
The guy's logic was that I'm being illiterate because I'm not doing a review of the show, I'm doing play-by-play.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Anyways, let's go to another Sean quote here.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Skippy Bayless said, Skippy Bale said that David Ortiz was on HGH before he went on to the Red Sox.
For the last time, Skip Bayless, David Ortiz was not on HGH. If you're thinking the Sox are juicing, you're full of crap. The Red Sox, he admitted it. That was back 7 years ago. Good grief!
What?
Oh, no.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, goodness!
We might need to get Sean in the octagon. Do some UFC.
I'm just so sick and tired of that Skip Bayless!
I can tell. Here's another one for Brownie, just for comedy purposes. Sorry, Brownie. I know we're picking on you a lot today.
Yeah, come on, Browning. We know Ricky Williams should be running back coach and then get Mark Trestman as head coach.
The Patriots. All right, here we go. Skippy Bale said that New Day is the worst tag team of all time.
There's a reaction.
There goes the camera.
And now he's showing me a White Sox logo. Right.
I have a sports one to follow that up too, Brownie. Here we go. Skippy Bale said it mine.
Oh, I guess I can do it.
Yep. My Philadelphia Eagles should sign Tony Romo as a quarterback once he's done with the Cowboys.
Yeah, hey Browning, you could get yourself a Tony Romo jersey. Yeah, Tony Romo on the Philadelphia Eagles after his quarterback career in Dallas is all done with. Complete. Don't hit me with the what? And get that White Sox logo off. I don't want to see that. That makes me sad.
Bump. Or you can put the camera back on, Brownie.
Can't wait till they play them in Fenway next year. I hope we can beat them. Oh, been bad the last 2 years.
Skip went way over the mark on that one.
Yeah, but Browning, you could get yourself a Romo jersey or even a Ricky Williams. You could get an autograph from the running back coach, Ricky Williams.
Tony Romo can go to Patriots. You get himself a jersey.
Oh, no, you're not going to pull. Don't hit me with that. You know
I
very
did.
well that Romo is not. Oh! Wow.
Oh, Brownie, you're a trip. All right. Hey, all right, we're going to get Sean off his seat for this one, all right? Here we go. Skip Bale said that Bill Russell would won 0 championships in this era of the NBA.
Yeah.
I'll be right back after that one. Wow.
That's blasphemous. Oh. He's going to rip his shrine.
God dang son of a bitch! Get off there, you ouch, you stinking! And blasphemous!
Blastful.
Don't talk about Bill Russell like that. Man has won 11 championships. 11 rings. You dang right he would have won championships instead of Skip Bayless.
Good thing the police doesn't watch the show and go arrest you after your outrages.
I have to contain myself.
Ladies and gentlemen, this young man hails from Hayden/Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, if you want to know where he's at.
I live in Hayden, Idaho, and I'm going to be all right. As long as Skip Bayless isn't in front of me, or if I don't want to meet that idiot, I'll rip up his autographs to shreds.
Period. All right. Here's another one. Skippy Bale said that my...
Oh.
My New England Patriots will go 6-10 this year.
That's not gonna this year.
Oh, big year. Please.
Jimmy Garoppolo will help us get through the 4 games. Brady will come back, and the Pats will be dominating like they always do. Don't hit me. And I'm going to be, no.
Well, we got Sean knee deep in the camera today, so there goes that.
Dang, lousy. Oh, Bayless, I want to punch you in the nose. The worst one was your Kennedy quote.
Well, it may not be as bad as this one. All right, here we go. Skippy Bale said that Ted Williams was not a good home run hitter.
What a bunch of bull crap! Oh, man, I got it.
Oh, not headbutts.
Oh, God dang it.
We don't need you to get a concussion now.
I'm not going to get a concussion. That's about, oh, man, I got to go for a walk. I need some air. Wow. That's about the stupidest thing I've ever heard of in my entire life. I don't understand how he could say that Ted Williams was, oh, yeah, and it figures. He's always had a dislike for the splendid Splinter, who I've got right up there, and I got right here for my shrine.
You want to punch and stuff too?
There's going to come a point, oh, my goodness.
All right, Browning, here's another one for you. This is the last one for you today, Browning.
Oh, this is good, Browning. Yeah, good for you. Yep.
Skippy Bale said that my Philadelphia Eagles should bring in Terrell Owens as an offensive coordinator.
Another one. Yeah. Terrell Owens goes back to his former team, the Eagles. Then you got Ricky Running Williams, who's the running backs coach, and then you got Mark Trestman. It's like you got a good coaching staff there than the one they have now, because the Eagles will be 3-13 after this year. I mean, they need some help.
Browning?
The Patriots might need help when they go 0-4 with Brady's out.
Oh, no! You're not going to hit me with that.
He just did.
Be 3-1 or 4-0.
What?
Who's the Patriots running back again? I forgot.
Mark Blunt.
Oh,
What?
Mr. I can't stay off the weed Blunt.
Hey, Mark Blunt's a great running back.
It's LeGarrette Blunt.
LeGarrette Blunt.
You don't even know your running backs' names and you're a Patriots, Mark.
Well, forgive me. I am too upset with what Skip Bayless said. Don't be hitting me with that stuff either.
I just did, you red bastard.
Hey, come on. I'm happy the Pats are back at training camp.
What?
Shush it there, Browning.
What?
The last thing I need is to hear that.
Oh, man.
Alright, here we go. Last Skippy quote of the day. We'll see how hard Sean goes after the pillow for this one. Ready, Sean?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Skippy Bale says that an asterisk, if Barry Bonds needs to have an asterisk next to his career, then Tom Brady deserves an asterisk for every Super Bowl that he won.
That is a bunch of bullshit! Oh, Busted goddamn fool! I'm telling you what, Brady doesn't deserve to have an asterisk because he never took an asterisk. The Bats win the Super Bowls with pride and with passion and with glory. Yeah!
Yeah, deflated balls and referees.
They weren't involved with the tuck rule back in 2002.
That's some bullshit. That's like saying that Donald Trump's not part of the NRA.
What are you talking about? I got video proof that the Pats never, ever were involved with the tuck rule.
They're false.
I know. I mentioned this the other day. The reason why Sean gets angry a lot is because he watched CNN and MSNBC a lot.
Oh, don't you even think about hitting me. I just want to stay updated on the news for crying out loud.
Yeah. Hey, when you have angry talking heads on a political network, then yeah, you'll get angry.
Oh, come on. I don't understand anything. I can't believe you could say that.
You just said you don't understand anything?
Well, I'm just going to say that the Pats were never involved with the tuck rule. And for you
What?
people that think
Bullshit.
they were not involved with the tuck rule.
That's some grade A homogenized Holstein Camping World Stadium Walmart Garden bullshit.
Oh.
What? The Pats won the game fair and square. They didn't cheat in that one.
Walmart Garden.
There is no such thing. There is no such thing as a Walmart garden, and there never will be a Walmart
Yes, there will
garden.
be, and you'll cut the ribbon when it opens.
And just when am I supposed to do that for the ribbon cutting?
3 years.
That's not going to happen. It'll always be TD Bank North Garden.
The TD Bank Snort Garden.
Bank North. At least it's better than the United Center because.
Ah, that's some bullshit. You know that as well as I do. Alright, here we go. I forgot to mention this is an honorable Skippy Bayless quote because I want to see Sean like go across the room and like rage and grunt and all this stuff. Here we go. Skippy Bayless said that Ted Williams should have been the first player to be investigated for PEDs.
There was no. Oh, goodness! I kind of. Oh, wow! Ooh. Oh.
Oh no, here we go.
I hate having to do this, but blast! God! Dang!
That Red Sox pillows?
Goodness!
Oh, that was priceless. That was phenomenal.
That's great.
Oh,
What?
that is
What?
a stupid thing to say, Skip Bayless. No,
What?
those are Patriot blankets right there.
Oh god, that's disgusting.
And then there's another. Yeah, here you go. Here's another one. Yeah.
Yeah, now I wonder why you're deflated when you wake up in the morning.
Oh, come on. I can't not deflated when I wake up. They give me pride, and next week I'll be having the Patriots gear out.
What?
Browning? I heard that with your what?
And then, no, that's a reference to Skippy Bayless Bash Hour. I have some more quotes for you tomorrow. We're going to end the show a little earlier today, but Brownie, what was the question you said you wanted to ask me?
Are you gonna get Madden 17 when it comes out? Even know what
Madden 17?
Yeah.
I was thinking about it, but with the fact that I found out that Rob Gronkowski is the cover guy for this year's Madden game, I'm disinterested.
What? Come on! Grunk is on there. That's a real patriot, a real hero. There you go.
Oh,
And
real hero.
You know what? If I get enough money saved up, I might have to go to the mall and get myself a Grunk jersey or a Grunk t-shirt. Yeah!
He's not a real hero.
No.
He's
Super Bowl.
He's a musclehead wannabe Jersey Shore douchebag.
Oh, he's won a Super Bowl. Come on. There's one right there. A Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Wow.
All right, we're gonna get to the spoken word right now. We're gonna start off with Sean first. Go ahead. What's your spoken word for today, Sean?
Spoken word is like this. Skip Bayless, first off, you're a Nimrod. Don't ever talk about my hero like that again, you dumb shit. And on that, but anyway, it was a great show as always. Be positive. Be uplifting. We'll be back on Thursday for another big episode of the Sports Drive, which is August the 4th already, which is hard to believe. Again, hard to believe that it's already August already. And, of course, be cool, stay cool, and be proud of what you have. And count the blessings you have in life. So we'll see you on Thursday. That's my speech.
Browning?
I spoke word. It was a great show. It was great seeing.
What?
It was great seeing someone blasting through all the pillows and everything that he threw earlier. But even though we had two people in today, but that was okay. We'll be ready for Thursday.
My spoken word, I'm going to read a quote that I sent to Sean last night on Facebook. I think it'll get you guys in a positive mood. Let me grab it really quick. Just 1 second. Facebook Messenger, what a great app. Here we go. The only true competition you have in life is yourself and the man upstairs, meaning God. You control your own destiny. Be you. Like Frank says, be the authentic product that is yourself. That's all you have at the end of the day. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget, tomorrow I'm recording episode 15 of the Josh Lopez Wrestling Podcast here with Adam Daly. That's going to be at noon Eastern as always. I'm going to try to see if we can get a guest on. But it's going to be fun tomorrow as always. Brownie, you like the wrestling pod, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So we'll do that tonight. I'm covering SmackDown Live for WrestleZone.com. If you guys want to check that out, it's gonna be another busy night for me. But I appreciate all your guys' supports for the articles. It means a lot. I really take a lot of pride in what I do to those articles, and your support means a lot. Anyways, make sure to follow the Walmart boy at Shawman ASN. Follow the Brownie Master, KSC Master at Brownie Master. He's not a bowling master yet, and neither is Sean. You can follow me on Twitter at WCJoshLopez. Give a shout out to the Snowman, shout out to Justin Hill, and shout out to the Big Win. We'll be back on Thursday for more Sports Drive here on the Arena Sports Network. We had a blast today. It was a really fun, comedy-filled show today, so thank you guys for checking it out. Make sure to like this video and subscribe, and we'll talk to y'all on Thursday.
All right. Yep, see you on Thursday.